Welcome back to the comment section. My name is Brett Cooper, and to all of my subscribers and people who watch these episodes regularly, I just want to say that today's video might feel a bit different, and that's because I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that you guys might share this video with some of your friends on the left who I'm sure.
This is Brett Cooper, and apparently, she's leaving the DailyWire. The rumor has it that she's gonna get replaced by her best friend Reagan, who did a previous numbers of show on her YouTube show, The Comment Section. And Reagan is gonna replace Brett Cooper because she is getting kicked out of the DailyWire. She's getting kicked out of the comment section. That's the rumor circulating right now. She has not confirmed that, but people are saying all over the place on X that this is a scoop. The next DailyWire scandal is coming hot. Word is they are forcing Brett Cooper and replacing her with her best friend, Reagan. Let's hear about this.
Dude, I think the Daily Wire might be about to collapse. My buddy James just got a scoop from an inside source that Brett Cooper is getting pushed out of the Daily Wire, and there's this whole crazy contract thing. And I just got word from a source at the Daily Wire that Brett is not the only big name that is on the way out at Daily Wire. We're going to cover this.
Wow. Just wow. People are asking if the Daily Wire cancel Brett Cooper. I cancel the Daily Wire. They are becoming another poorly managed media company guided by ego. People are also saying if the Daily Wire replaces Brett Cooper, I will stop watching and listening despite my love for Michael Knowles and Maxwell's show. The Daily Wire allegedly plans to replace show host Brett Cooper on her own show with producer Reagan. After a disagreement with CEO Jeremy Boring, this is the CEO, this is her best friend Reagan, this is Brett Cooper. Brett Cooper is gonna be gone soon from the Daily Wire. Apparently, she has not confirmed anywhere else. Reagan is gonna replace her. She has not confirmed anything either. I've checked on the Daily Wire page and Brett Cooper is still on the Daily Wire website. As the Daily Wire newest personality and host of the comment section, a professional actress turned political commentator. And Brett Cooper has not confirmed anything on her stories on Instagram. She has not posted about it on Facebook either. And on her latest post on X, a couple hours ago, she is talking about being married with her husband and watching Dragon Ball Z. So she has not confirmed the news yet of leaving the Daily Wire for good, leaving the comment section for good or not. She's probably gonna leave a little bit later. She's still doing the show for now. She has still videos coming out, but she probably was asked not to talk about her leaving the Daily Wire yet, but still on her post on X, people are commenting, your fans knows you and won't believe the lies. You'll come out stronger and better and freer on the other side. I love the Daily Wire, I don't know what people say. So the rumor have been confirmed. That sucks 100%. Wanna show at Valuetainment. So yeah, people are really not happy about this. I watched the comment section myself. I found it is a great show to get some insight on the latest news and the latest scandal, but Brett Cooper has amassed a huge following, 4.5 million subscribers over many years, 3,000 videos with multiple videos coming out every day. She has a huge fan base. And people are gonna follow her wherever she goes, probably. Even if Reagan replaces her on her own show, she could start another show and have that same huge success, knowing what's work on YouTube now. She is very young and talented, but it's also a great idea to take a break, I believe, right now, because she just got married and she probably want to do other things for now, leaving the Daily Wire and maybe focus on married life, focusing on married life, maybe starting a family on her own. Maybe that's what she wants to do right now. and not so much focus on the Daily Wire and her work there. So that could be a reason why she would leave and have a disagreement going forward with the CEO of the Daily Wire. So let's hear a little bit more about this.
Snow White movie, Pendragon, a lot about Jeremy Boring, the self-proclaimed God King of the Daily Wire. But I think the place to start is with this super controversial video from Steven Crowder from a year ago, where he turned down a $50 million contract from the Daily Wire. Bloomberg reported that Crowder complained that they weren't going to pay him enough, but that is not what Crowder was claiming.
Because it's not about the money. It's kind of unreal to me that the only thing these people can still talk about is the money. The conversation was about conservatism, the movement, and big tech. They keep talking about money. I'm talking about a country. I'm talking about a movement. I'm talking about making a difference. It's not about the money, and Jeremy and the Daily Wire know that.
So to sum it up, he was explaining how the contracts had clauses in them that the Daily Wire creators would get penalized severely if they were flagged by YouTube for content that didn't go with community guidelines, thereby tying all of their content to big tech censorship. And so if you were a content creator at the Daily Wire and you signed this contract, you'd have to censor yourself to go along with YouTube. You would be beholden to all of big tech's censorship regime, which is inherently destructive to the truth. And so Crowder turned him down because he rightly identified that we need to make a model that is immune to big tech censorship.
Yeah, I can agree with this, but the Daily Wire is a company and our goal is to make money. Their goal is to make money, of course, so they have to adhere with the YouTube policies in fear of getting demonetized. So that's a big problem. If your goal is to make money, you have to adhere to the platform where you work on, unfortunately.
And then he played this clip of audio from Jeremy Boring's phone call.
They don't get deals that...
They can be wage slaves for a little bit, come over and make a salary and grow their brand. They can be wage slaves for a little bit. They can be wage slaves for a little bit.
If you can't tell, that's Jeremy Boring saying that his new talent can come in and be wage slaves for a little bit while they build their brand and they, earn their place. And it looks like Brett Cooper signed that exact kind of contract. And she has built her brand and earned her place with 4.5 million subscribers, loyal fans. But then when I talked to my source, it got real dark. Have you guys noticed that this producer Reagan girl has been doing fill-in shows for Brett every week lately? Well, if you're not familiar here, Reagan is like Brett's best friend. Apparently, she was her maid of honor at Brett's wedding recently.
Yes.
And I'm not sure why Brett wanted out and started to be unhappy there and why this whole thing started. My source wasn't really sure either. But once she crossed Jeremy Boring and Jeremy was pissed, he decided he would replace her with her best friend. And so he made a contract offer.
Yeah, I think Brett maybe want to focus on family life right now. I think that's the main reason. She has a concern right now being youngly married and wanting to start a family maybe. So that's what she is gonna focus on maybe over the coming years, and maybe the Daily Wire would not be happy supporting that. Probably having her children and talking about this on her show, that was probably not the direction the Daily Wire wanted to go with this. So she is gonna let her go, and she's probably gonna start her own show in the future talking about family life.
That Reagan apparently could not refuse, and he is now replacing Brett with Reagan slowly until the expiration of the current contract with Brett in December. Brett is in an NDA and she's not allowed to say anything about any of this at all. And it sounds like this is kind of widely known at the company at this point. So she is being forced to continue her show as though nothing is going on while they replace her with her best friend, and probably are going to manufacture some sort of like slander or like, I don't know, I'm just speculating, but they're probably going to manufacture some sort of logical reason why Brett pushed herself out and they had to fill in with Reagan. Apparently they even gave Reagan acting classes for her to emulate Brett's every movement and word. And when you watch a Reagan episode, it's kind of like, what? This is like very Brett.
Dude, Welcome back to the comment section. I'm producer Reagan, filling in for Brett today. And this week, the media has rightfully been very focused on the murder trial of Laken Riley.
Turns out the likeness is not just because they're best friends. So you might be asking, and no, Snow White, not happening. That's canceled. But Jeremy is apparently intent on breaking into movies, and the Pendragon cycle is apparently like his pet project that he is devoted to. And when you dig into why that is, you start to realize what is wrong at the Daily Wire. And the answer seems to be Jeremy Boring himself. This Bloomberg article goes into Jeremy Boring's history, how he moved to Los Angeles from a small town in Texas in 2000, trying to make it in the movie industry. He even started a little production company with the dude from Avatar, but it flopped and everything failed, and eventually it, dissolved. And apparently for this Bloomberg article, they said that they had enough money to develop scripts for their 2 series here, but they weren't sure where the funds to actually shoot was going to come from because they need a lot of money for this, and they are pouring everything into it apparently. Producing full-on Hollywood-level movies and series is a whole different beast than producing podcasts, and they are way overextending themselves. We'll get...
Yeah, I don't think the Daily Wire is ready for this. I think they should remain a YouTube show. They should remain in their lane. I think they should remain on talk about conservatism, covering the news, covering what's happening in the media at large and in politics. I think that's their main lane, and I think they should stick with this for now. If they try to get into the movie industry, into Hollywood, it's probably cost them a lot. And they're probably gonna lose a lot of money on this, and they're probably not gonna be profitable anytime soon. I believe they should stick with what they are doing for now, at least.
To this Razor commercial in a second because it's crazy to watch. But like everything points to Jeremy. But like when Candace was fired, everything pointed to Jeremy's personality. When you actually look at this is an article written by Jeremy. Self-proclaimed Daily Wire God King and co-host Jeremy Boring talks about getting out and doing something. This is a whole article about how wise he is and how much success he's had and how he has all these stories and what he would tell you to do to be successful. I have a speech that I give to typically young people who move to Hollywood because they want to make it in the movies. From the guy who moved to Hollywood and didn't make it in the movies. What I have observed, I have friends who star in these big superhero movies. I have friends who started businesses. I have friends who. It all amounts to what I have discovered is that the difference between those who do and those who don't do is that those who do and those who don't do. Wow. That is such sage wisdom, bro. I have a different theory. I think there's 2 types of people in media in the world. Those who are dicks and those who are nice. And people who are dicks are all in it for themselves and their own aspirations and money. And people who are nice to work with. And people who are all in it for themselves can get pretty far in this world. But eventually, usually they build a house of cards that burns itself down.
Yeah, I agree with this. I hope the CEO of the Daily Wire knows better and don't run the company into the ground because of his own ego and what he wants to do. He should try to be nice. He should try to lead with empathy and sympathy to elevate others and create other leaders in his own company, put their own employees first and not his own personal gain. So I hope he understands what he's doing right there. I hope Brett Cooper find luck and all she's looking for in the future. But if she leaves the Daily Wire and wants to start her own show, I truly believe she's very talented and it's gonna be a very good success as well. But she might want to focus on family life for now. That's also a possibility. That's what I believe. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and staying with me to the end, and click right there to watch the next video, and I will see you there. Bye for now.